On a quiet Saturday morning in Austin, 28-year-old Maya brews her coffee in an old French press. She didn't get it from Amazon. It was a hand-me-down from her aunt. She grabs a book from a free little library box on her street, ties her hair up, and gets ready for a no-spend weekend. No malls, no takeout, no online shopping. She's not broke. She's just one of many millennials who have decided that spending less is the new flex. This quiet money rebellion is changing how young people think about wealth, and what happens next might surprise you. In a world that once shouted, "Treat yourself," a growing group of young adults is now whispering, "Live simply." They're not just saving money. They're choosing freedom over credit cards, stress, and paycheck-to-paycheck survival. This isn't about budgeting, it's about stealth wealth, escaping lifestyle inflation, and finding financial freedom on your terms. Why is this happening now? These are people shaped by the 2008 crash, the student debt crisis, and rising inflation. They've seen what overspending can do, and they want something different. This video takes you inside the real daily habits of modern frugal millennials. Not boring money advice. Not the usual skip your latte stuff. These are fresh, clever, and powerful habits that make living debt-free feel good, and even fun. Number 1. The reverse Amazon rule. Every time Diego wants to buy something online, he follows a rule he made for himself. Add it to your cart, then walk away. He doesn't hit buy now. He doesn't rush. He waits 30 days. Diego is 31 and lives in Denver. He calls this his reverse Amazon habit. He explained it like this: "If I still want it in a month, I'll get it. But 9 times out of 10, I realize I don't even care about it anymore." Instead of shopping, he keeps a maybe later list in his notes app. He adds links, prices, and a short reason why he wanted the item. Then he leaves it alone. Sometimes, he'll come back after 30 days and realize how silly the purchase would have been. One time, I wanted $80 headphones. But after 3 weeks, I found my old pair under the couch. Saved myself $80. Diego also uses a browser extension called Boulder that rewards him with small cash bonuses if he delays purchases. It's part of a growing trend where people get paid to not spend money. Psychologists say this works because it rewires your brain. Most people shop for dopamine, a little burst of excitement, but waiting trains your brain to enjoy patience instead of impulse. Frugal people like Diego don't hate shopping, they just want to make sure every dollar has purpose. And the best part? He saved over $2,400 last year just by not buying things he didn't really need. But not every smart saver starts with a strict plan. Some let automation do the heavy lifting. Number 2. Micro-saving by default. Tasha, 26, used to feel stressed about saving money. Every month, she told herself she would save, but somehow, her bank account always stayed low. That changed when she started micro-saving by default. Now, every time she buys something, her debit card automatically rounds up the total and moves the extra cents into a savings account. Buy a coffee for $3.60? 40 cents goes to savings. She doesn't have to think about it. It's like ultra-frugal automation in the background. But here's the smart part. Tasha linked her spending to small money rules using an app called Capital. She made personal saving triggers that fit her daily habits. If she skips eating out, $10 goes toward her student loan. If she walks 8,000 steps, $5 goes to her emergency fund. If she spends under $20 in a day, she rewards herself by saving $15. "I don't feel like I'm saving. It just happens in the background," she says. In 1 year, Tasha saved over $1,100 without stress, guilt, or strict budgets. Experts say this method works because it's automatic. Your brain doesn't have to decide. You just save by living your normal life. It's simple psychology. Take away the effort, and saving becomes easy. Frugal people like Tasha don't save big all at once. They build wealth little by little without feeling the pain. That's the power of micro-saving by default. Money grows without you even noticing. What if saving money also meant eating better and making new friends along the way? Number 3. Frugal Feasting. Leftover trading clubs. On Sunday evenings in a quiet Portland neighborhood, a small group of neighbors meets in a park, not for a party, but to trade leftovers. One person brings extra vegan chili. Another brings half a lasagna they don't want to eat all week. Someone else shows up with homemade muffins. It's called a leftover trading club, and yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. These small groups are popping up in cities like Austin, Chicago, and New York. Friends, neighbors, and even strangers use group chats, Google Sheets, or Slack channels to share extra food instead of letting it go to waste. Anna, 30, started a group like this after realizing she was throwing out too much food. I meal prepped for the week, but by Wednesday, I wanted something different. Now I swap meals instead of wasting them. The idea is simple. Share more, spend less. And it builds community too. In the US, about 40% of food goes to waste. That's not just bad for the environment, it's bad for your wallet. It's not just smart, it's fun. And for frugal millennials, it turns saving money into a social habit, not a lonely chore. Now, imagine pretending you live in a cheaper country without leaving your hometown. Number 4. Digital nomad mindset at home. Jordan, 29, lives in Detroit. But every time he plans his monthly budget, he pretends he lives in Thailand. Sounds strange? It's actually a smart money trick called the digital nomad mindset. Digital nomads are people who work online and live in low-cost countries like Vietnam, Mexico, or Thailand. Their money goes further so they can save more and spend less. Jordan doesn't travel, but he uses this mindset to live as if he were earning and spending in a cheaper country while still living in the US. He checks websites like Nomad List to see how much it costs to live in cities like Chiang Mai or Medellin. Then, he builds a monthly budget based on that low-cost lifestyle, usually around $800 to $1,200 a month. It's like living on easy mode for savings, Jordan says. If I pretend I'm in a budget-friendly place, I start making better choices. By thinking this way, Jordan paid off $22,000 in student loans 2 years earlier than planned. This habit helps rewire your brain. Instead of trying to keep up with expensive trends or comparing yourself to others, you focus on living smarter, not bigger. Frugal people don't always change where they live. They change how they see money. And sometimes, just pretending you live in a cheaper country is enough to help you build wealth where you are. If subscriptions are silently draining your budget, this next habit is a total reset. Number 5. Anti-subscription stack. Nadia, 33, used to think $10 here and $15 there wasn't a big deal until she checked her bank statement. She was spending over $270 a month on subscriptions. Spotify, Netflix, Amazon Prime, meal kits, apps she forgot, she even downloaded. All those tiny charges were quietly draining her money. So she did something bold, a subscription purge. Nadia canceled everything. Then, she built what she calls her anti-subscription stack. Free or almost free tools that help her live below her means. Like free Spotify with ads, plus a browser ad blocker. I don't feel like I'm missing out, she says. I just stopped paying for things I wasn't using. Since the purge, Nadia has saved over $2,500 a year. She also has more control over what she watches, uses, and consumes. Frugal millennials aren't against spending, but they spend on purpose. By building your own anti-subscription stack, you can take back control of your money and still enjoy the things you love. And finally, turning bargain hunting into a game could be the secret to massive savings. Number 6. Secondhand strategy boards. Samantha and Leo, 2 roommates in Seattle, have a big whiteboard in their kitchen. But it's not for chores or meal planning. It's their secondhand strategy board. At the top, it says, "Things we will never buy new." Under it, they've listed things like books, furniture. Each time they find one of these items used and cheap, they add it to the board like a trophy. Leo once got a $180 standing desk for $30 on Facebook Marketplace. Samantha found a barely used air fryer for free through her local Buy Nothing group. "It feels like a game," Samantha says. "We get excited when we score something amazing for almost nothing." They also use tools to help them. A simple rule: wait 2 weeks before buying new, just in case they find it used. This habit isn't just about saving money. It's about being creative, smart, and patient. Most frugal people don't avoid nice things. They just refuse to pay full price when they don't have to. By turning secondhand shopping into a fun challenge, Samantha and Leo saved thousands of dollars in 1 year without giving up the things they wanted. Back to Maya, she isn't being cheap. She's choosing freedom. Being frugal today doesn't mean living without joy. It means living with intention. Whether it's waiting before buying, saving spare change, trading leftovers, or scoring secondhand deals, it all adds up. Pick one of these habits and test it this week. Let us know in the comments which one you'll try, and don't forget to subscribe for more smart money habits every week. Because when you live with intention, frugality becomes the ultimate freedom. Whether you're downsizing to save money, embracing stealth wealth, or starting a no-spend challenge, these aren't sacrifices. They're strategies. Because at the end of the day, debt-free is the new luxury. And frugality, that's the tool that gets you there. Want to learn how real people are building quiet wealth and achieving financial success? Then watch this video next. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.